This video is on Python while loop. As with all of my videos, it's released under the Creative Commons free to share license, which means anyone can use this video provided the use is for non-commercial purposes and the author, which is me, is given attribution. So, while loops. What do they do? And why do you need them? Well, a while loop executes a block of code, an indented block of code, until some expression evaluates to false. In other words, so long as the expression evaluates to true, the while loop processes that block of code. Why do you use it? What's it for? Well, one of the uses is when you have a series of external events that keep arriving, such as LiDAR scans from a race car, or any other kind of repeated input that needs to be processed. Another example, which is the example I'm going to use, involves items in a list that you need to process only once. And typically, one way to do this is by a destructive process where you remove items from the list as they're processed. And if the list is important to you, you can always make a copy of the list and remove items from the copy. So that example goes like this. So I'm going to slide myself almost out of the picture. So imagine that you have a list of items and you need to process each one, and you don't care if you empty the list as a result, if you demolish the list. Or if the list is important to you, you can make a copy of the list and operate on the copy. The while construct in Python basically begins with a definition line, which begins with the Python keyword, Python reserved word while, which is followed then by an expression which evaluates to either true or false. And not only do Boolean expressions qualify here, but anything that arithmetically reduces to 0 is treated as false, and anything that evaluates to anything non-zero is treated as true. And I've used the len function here, and len returns for a list the number of items that are in the list. So if my list contains more than 0 items, len will return a positive number which will be evaluated as true. When the list is empty, len mylist will evaluate to 0, which will evaluate to false, and the while loop will end its execution. And then finally we have the obligatory colon at the end. So this looks a lot like not only the for loop, which has the same kind of similar type format, beginning with a Python reserved word, ending with a colon and with some stuff in between. And the same thing with the Python function definition statement def, which begins with the reserved word def, has the function name and arguments, and ends with a colon. All three of them are followed by a block of indented code. And in the case of the while loop, that block of indented code executes each time you go through the while loop. In this example, the first statement in the block of indented code says, apply the pop function to my list. And what pop does, you may recall from having seen this earlier, is it removes an item from the list and assigns it, in this case, to a variable I've called item. And then we follow that with some more indented code that processes that variable that now contains one element from the list. And so each time we go through the while loop, we remove an item from my list. The length of my list gets shorter and shorter. And when we remove the last item, right here, and we process it right here, and we go back to the while loop, len paren mylist returns a value of 0, which evaluates to false, so the code stops executing the while loop and then proceeds to execute the code that immediately follows the while loop. So it comes down here. So just to review, in this example I've used the pop statement to remove an item from my list, and when the length of my list reaches 0, len mylist evaluates as false and the while loop ends. So that's basically what's involved in a while loop. And that's all.